Good evening. Hey, I really just wanted to drop a line to you guys. I haven't been around too much lately. We've just been really busy with stuff, all kinds of stuff going on. Trying to straighten things out, but I just wanted to, drop in, give you just my opinion on a couple things, and stuff you may not really, hear too much about these days, And one thing I'd like to kind of kick off on is, Bernanke and this quantitative easing bullshit that he's doing. Ever since this started, his whole his whole theory is he's going to take all these billions of dollars. And by the way, that's about 8 to 9, some of these days 10 and more $billion a day, going in and buying these bonds, these treasury bonds, and he's going to support that. And well, ever since he started it about a month and a half ago, something like that, he's already lost about $47 billion just from the rates blowing up. Because, it doesn't make any sense, I mean, I just can't believe that these guys get away with this crap, you know. I mean, we got all these problems. What are we going to do? That went on for about 3 or 4 months, right? Oh, what are we going to do? Wow. Well, don't worry. Bernanke's coming with QE. He's got it all figured out. Well, ever since he started buying these bonds, what are people doing? They're getting out, and the rates, the yields are going up. Just read a thing today by this guy who said that we'll have real trouble with when the 10-year bond gets to about 4.2 or so percent yield, and when the 30-year bond gets up to about 5, 0.3 or 4 something. I don't know how he figures that, but you know, these bond traders, they're not as stupid as the market. They've already chased everybody out of the stock market, right? We've had now 30 consecutive weeks equity outflows. So you got an empty market, and they can be in there and they can manipulate stuff. Everybody knows how they're manipulating the markets. But these bond traders, they're not quite so easily fooled, because these guys know they're putting their money up, and that they're demanding an ever increasing yield, but yet they know that that's never going to be paid. So now the government's just buying all the bonds. By the end of the month, the Fed is going to be the number one holder of our own debt, which was something they said would never happen, right? Oh, that would never happen. We're never going to monetize the debt. No, we're never going to be buying our own bonds. But yet today, everything just goes on as normal. And then you got these idiots in Congress, and I hope everybody today now, I hope everybody sees that these people, there ain't no salvation in these people whatsoever. These Congress clowns, damn Congress critters, and the senators and all this. What are they doing now? They see that their sorry asses are out of there, so they're ramming through. We're in this terrible economic state, and we got to do these drastic measures. But what do? They pass a 1.3 trillion pork bill, just a pork bill, to extend the tax cuts. That's going to cost us 1.3 trillion dollars, and there's 20,000 earmarks in the crap. It's a free for all for them. I mean, if people don't see what's going on yet, they'll see it real close, because now you got top financial advisors out there that are recommending to their clients to get the hell out of the country. Okay? Anybody wants to say that things are going to be okay in this country? Yeah, you got the top Wall Street people now saying, get your stuff and move to South America. They know what's coming. And I'll include you this one article now. It lays out, people are speaking in pretty stark terms now. They're saying, the younger generation, if you're 20 or so, if you're just getting out of college, you're screwed. That's all there is to it. You'll never have anything in this country, because they're not working to get out of the debt. As soon as people can realize that, in 1933, the country was declared bankrupt and there was no more sovereignty. After that, they just went on a wing and a prayer. They're borrowing money. They're keeping going. They're paying they're running the country as just a slave camp and paying the crown. That's all that's going on. I wanted to talk about this a little bit too, because I've seen a little bit on this guy who went and shot up the damn school board meeting, whatever the hell it was. People, oh, he's a nut, he's this and that. Well, I just wanted to read what was on his Facebook account. He left my testament. Some people and the government-sponsored media will say I was a monster or some kind of a kook. No, I was just born poor, in the wrong class, where the wealthy manipulate, use, abuse, and economically enslave 90% of our population. Rich Republicans, rich Democrats, they take turns fleecing us of our few dollars, pyramiding the wealth for themselves. This is just one of the things that I saw that, he wrote on there. Now, anybody in my circle of people that I talk to all the time on here, any of us would have said the same thing. Now, as hard as it is to, see how, to grasp what's going on and what's coming, it's going to be, we'll have nothing. People's kids will have nothing unless this entire thing is overturned and we get back to a common God's law in this country and get away from this crap that was established hundreds of years ago. Because other than that, you don't have a chance. And this guy's right. Who could say that this guy's a kook? Any of us? Well, it's the same stuff that we say. We know that the Republicans and Dems, they're the same thing. They just take turns. And then here's great-grandfatherly Warren Buffett. Here he is in the New York Times in 2006. He's the one meeting with Obama, today, by the way. He says, yeah, there is class warfare, all right, but it's my class, the rich class, that's making war, and we're winning. See, that's the whole thing, is these people are willing to wage whatever. They're willing to wage whatever kind of war on you. They're willing to kill you. They're totally willing to kill you. Now, until, millions and millions of people say that's enough, you're not going to do that anymore, and we have the force on our side to enforce it, and anytime any of these people step out of line in the future, then these people might be under control and the people might have rights and laws on their side, which today they definitely don't. The people definitely don't have laws on your side. Just try to get anything done in any court. Unless you're kicking a whole bunch of money to them, you're the one who's going to pay. You're the one who's going down. You're the one whose business is going to get closed, on and on. Unless you're a good revenue generator, that's all they care about. Until that time comes to pass where the people finally, rise up against this. And what's going on in Europe over there? They may be a few months ahead of us. I don't know. But their bonds, when Europe really got in trouble was when their bonds blew up. And that's the same thing that's happening here now. So, anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I'll cut this off here. Getting just too long already. I just wanted to drop in and give you some of my thoughts on what I'm seeing on stuff. So, all right. Thanks a lot. Bye.